boogie, say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat.
It's time for a 2-minute timeout with Joe Shuda.
The Pittsburgh Pirates won Game 7 of the 1979 World Series on the road against the Baltimore Orioles. However, Pirates starting catcher Steve Nicosia and his Bucco teammates had one more.
The Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini is the sworn enemy of the Shah.
These people are waiting in line for gasoline.
Want my Coke?
In 1979, Margaret Thatcher became the first woman to be elected Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Mother Teresa, called the Angel of Calcutta for her work in Indian slums, today won the Nobel Prize for Peace.
Hello, Santiago parishioners. For those of you that don't know us, my name is Karen Cardinelli.
And I'm Patrick Cardinelli.
Oh, I'm Lynn Carlin.
I'm Jim Carlin.
And we've been members of Santiago since its inception.
My name is Dina Tennant, known as Estrellita Dina Tennant.
Hi, my name is Rachel Rellis, and I have been here since July 1979. Our first masses were at Liso Junior High School, then El Toro High School.
My name is Adele Beach, and I've been at Santiago de Compostela since inception.
I am Pearl Breen. My husband Bill and I have been founding pioneers of this parish and have been privileged to serve in several organizations, including the two memorable ones I want to tell you about.
I am Joanne Ternetta, and I and my family have been a member of this parish since January 1st, 1980.
Hello, my name is Bonnie Ranestad. I've been a member of Santiago Parish since 1979, a very happy member. And my happy memories began with Father John Shedler.
My name is Cyrus Reed. I am a parishioner for this parish since '79.
My name is Patrick Wallick, and I, with like most of us on the tape, have been here at Santiago de Compostela toward the very beginning.
Hi, my name is Barb Callahan. My husband Ray and I have been members of this parish since 1979.
Hello, my name is Teresa Stokes, and I've been a parishioner at Santiago de Compostela for the last 40 years.
Hello, I'm Geneva Shisby. My husband is Paul Shisby. And we've been parishioners since the very beginning.
Hi, my name is Ann Sparks, and I am so very proud, honored, and humbled to be a founding member of our parish here at Santiago de Compostela. I have some wonderful memories of things that have gone on here at our church.
I came out here to California. During that first week, I was looking for a church to go to on Sunday, and I found that there was a church called Santiago de Compostela. So I decided to go there, but there wasn't any church there. But I had to go to gymnasium.
Hard to believe it's been 40 years since our parish started. I was a 19-year-old kid, and I was doing a guitar choir over at St. Nicholas, and so that whole choir happened to be in this parish boundary. So that choir came over here,
and we started the music at first at Los Alisos, and then we ended up going to El Toro High School gym. Always a challenge doing liturgical music in a gym, especially at communion. We could never do slow, soft, melodic pieces because everyone's going down the bleachers, clomp, clomp, clomp.
I don't seem to remember any years, any day, but I do remember instances. Many, many years ago, when this place was not a church yet, but it's a church community, but there's no buildings. I remember there was a gentleman and other people. They were there with us, and it was Father John Shetler with us. There was a lady named Kate. I believe her name is Kate Swartz. She was with us. We were walking the grounds of Santiago. And it was a big ground. There's hardly anything in it. However, if you could just imagine us walking and this handsome priest, he was blessing the grounds, and his prayers was so sincere about our community and about our building. And he walked the grounds all around.
I remember Father Shetler being so wonderful, and he followed the Holy Spirit, and you would find him every Sunday late in the afternoon walking on the beach, praising God. And he also asked me to have Your Faith Revisited at my home, so every Thursday he would come following the Holy Spirit, and we had a group of people we were talking about.
We went from Los Alisos Junior High School, that's where we had Mass every Sunday, and we outgrew Los Alisos and we moved to El Toro High School. And the nice thing about being at El Toro was we had classroom.
While we were over at El Toro High School, a bunch of us got together and started a Sunday school for the children because they were acting up during Mass and all. We said, well, let's teach them we are learning at the Word for that Mass. And so we started a Sunday school, and we each night took a grade and taught it. It was fabulous. It was so much fun.
Jim was the enforcer because some of the boys would act up.
Boys, yeah.
And never the girls.
Yeah.
But the boys would act up, so he would take them under his control, and they would actually have to sit around him so he could.
So they didn't run up and down the stairs in the gymnasium and make noise for Father Shetler wouldn't be able to say his homily.
But those were very good memories.
I think one of the most prominent memories I have is being here when the bishop put the shovel in the ground. And we had the shovel and we had the bishop and Sister Nikki, if anybody remembers her. And it was.
And one morning, Father Bill Kreckelberg was saying Mass, and a squirrel joined us.
It was St. Francis, the Feast of St. Francis.
He ran around the altar and he looked up at Father Bill, and Father Bill said, well, Feast of St. Francis.
It was one day, and we were in the first row. As we were sitting there, a mouse came in and came straight to and sat in front of Father John, listened to his sermon, and then when the sermon was done, the mouse was done, put his feet down and walked right back out. Father John's comment was, anybody will come to listen to my sermons.
The priest, my husband, and I, and some of the parishioners were inspecting the building. When we got to this room with a number of shelves, someone asked, what is this room for? And the priest answered, oh, parish library. My husband looked at me and said, Pearl, another library to establish. You see, at St. John Vianney and Hacienda Heights, I set up their library, and at St. Nicholas, Laguna Hills, I started that library. So now, Santiago de Compostela.
We came here from Pennsylvania looking for a charismatic Catholic Mass to attend. My husband and my 4 children, 2 not born yet, came to this church searching for the Holy Spirit, and we found it here at El Toro High School, and the parish was called Santiago de Compostela. Our family has been parishioners since 40 years ago. very happy to support everything that has gone on here. The building of the church, the building of the hall, the building of the rectory.
Happy member. And my happy memories began with Father John Shetler. He was not only our pastor here, but he was also a convert to the Catholic Church. And he loved all religions and he welcomed everybody. And I loved his sermons. You felt like he was speaking to you as an individual. I know when my mom would visit us from Chicago, that's what she would mention. She'd say, gosh, I felt like he was speaking to me as an individual, and he touched her heart.
Early days, we didn't have a parish hall, but because of a shortage of space, we had a trailer. Used to set the parking lot. We used this trailer as a multi-purpose room, and choir. We had a big choir, about 50-member choir. We used to practice and doing warm-up at the trailer. You know, when weather is bad, especially on Sunday morning, we did the warm-up in the trailer and try to come on over in the rain to the church. There was a troublesome, you know, because raining and sometimes windy. So that was the challenge.
It was 1985, and I'm standing outside a church with Father Bill, and I say, you know, with all this land that we have, we could put on a huge carnival with all the rides and everything else. And he goes, well, that's a good idea. Can you start it? I said, well, let me check into it. So I did, and I found a carnival that would come, and for many years we had the huge rides, the Ferris wheel and the swings and the tilt-a-whirl and the large slides and everything, and it was called Jumpin' Jamboree, and I was Sheriff Pat. And that started the carnival, and I ran it for like 12 years, and many other great people like Dave Atkins, who's got it now, have continued on that legacy of the carnival. And it's come up with many different names, but it's still a time for camaraderie, for the family of Santiago to come together and share their cultures through the food and music, etc.
Our daughters were both married here. We had our anniversary party here. My anniversary, or our anniversary, I guess I should say, was in December 26th, 1999, was our 40th. And we asked permission from Father Ken Salat if we could use the hall for an anniversary party. And so he said with a great big yes, and we were so happy to do that. I don't know how many people were there exactly, but it seemed like there were like about 300 people. We were able to renew our vows on the altar with our whole family at the 12 o'clock noon mass, and afterwards had a catered brunch. We had a live band. One of our parishioners, Freddie Furtado, had a band that he put together for us, so it was a great time. It was especially great, and I felt so blessed because our wedding was very, very small, with maybe just about 20 people, and certainly not a great big party. We had a wonderful celebration, and now this December is our 60th anniversary will take place, but not at the hall. I'm sorry I can't invite all of you.
Dave Stokes, and we've been married 50 years. We had our rings blessed just last month. And we've had the joy.
Not our marriage. Just the rings.
The rings. We get along good. We've thoroughly enjoyed the gifts of Santiago. We've had some wonderful, wonderful priests over time. When we had Sister Nikki here, I opened the Rouse across the street in 1980. And I was able to supply a hot dog stand, all the hot dogs and buns and sodas at no charge, and all gifted to Santiago at the time. And Nikki, Sister Nikki, had a hot dog stand out there for the youth ministry almost every month, and we were able to do real well.
We've had some wonderful priests. Father John started it, and he was here, I don't know, maybe 5-7 years, I'm not sure, but he was a very joyful priest. You couldn't get close to him without getting hugged, and he was very charismatic, very open. And all the priests that we've had since then, we've had some wonderful men, and they've served the Lord and did a beautiful job, I think. And that's what we have now, ending up with Father Thomas here. So I think that's my best memories and most joyful memories is the joy of the Lord in Santiago.
Beginning, but I guess my best memory is of joining the original choir here at our church. A few of us were singing at St. Nicholas in a youth, teen, and young adult choir, and when the parish boundaries were set, we got together and formed a choir at the new South Orange County Church.
Like my wife said, one of the greatest things is the fellowship of everybody here. We've had much joy with all the people that we've come in contact with, and we've lost a lot of our friends that we miss dearly. I'd just like to welcome everybody that is new and say hi to everybody that's been here for a while. Thank you very much.
Very grateful God gave me the chance to be associated with this parish for this role. I'm very grateful and thanks for the God, and have a nice dinner. Thank you.
But it's been a joy and it's a pleasure, and we have been very, very blessed and gifted. Thank you.
We've experienced a lot of different things going on since the church was started. These memories are very good, and we'll always remember they are the best.